First alert weather day now at 5. All the smoke and haze in our skies can be dangerous to our health, and it's not hard to see why. Smoke coming from already, especially with people with health conditions. Good evening, I'm Mikaela White.
And I'm Karen Lee. Thanks for being with us. Michael has the night off. Denver is the 16th worst city for air quality in the world. That's according to the Air Quality Index. We're looking into the impact of this smoke for you. First alert Chief Meteorologist Dave Aguilera right there tracking when we might clear things up. Plus, another heat wave is moving our way. First, though, your Northern Colorado reporter Dylan Thomas live in Larimer for us tonight. And Dylan, researchers say there are two major threats to the air quality right now.
You know, of course, right now we have to deal with the ozone, which is attributable to things like lawnmowers and vehicles. That there's also, quite literally, we are seeing smoke from fires as far away as Canada. While humans can do our parts to cut down on emissions from things like vehicles, the smoke is largely out of our control right now. And if it feels like we are seeing more hazy days from that smoke, well, it's because we are.
It's happening more frequently. Climate change is driving this increases in fire during the West.
And few things make that more obvious than the air quality in recent days. Colorado's majestic mountains curtained by smoke. The view of Denver's skyline, nearly invisible from mere miles away. But the views, those are the least of concerns for most.
There's not a whole lot of good that comes out from breathing smoke and ozone.
Cheryl Magsamen, professor with the Department of Environmental and Radiological Health at CSU, says health scares spike during days just like this.
We see both increases in hospitalizations, emergency department visits, physician visits.
While some may just experience sneezing, coughing, and itchy eyes, for others it's life-threatening.
We're particularly worried about people with asthma and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease.
And pregnant women are at greater risk as well.
We know that smoke can pass the placental barrier and impact the fetus.
When you look at EPA air quality maps like this one, you can see the red and orange poor quality warnings stretch from the Northwest in Canada through Colorado.
We think about fires and wildfires as an emergency. Smoke is an emergency as well. Coloradans are also getting used to now being downwind from fires that are further upwind. So we know that there's several fires burning in the Mountain West, in the U.S. and in Canada.
As for when this will clear and if it will be back,
it really depends on meteorology and topography. The way the winds change can have one community impacted and a community nearby not impacted.
Here's the thing, while we know that this can impact people with pre-existing health conditions, the data isn't really there as much for how it impacts overall healthy individuals, as the statistics usually come from people who are coming into the hospital for treatment, and otherwise healthy people tend to do that less often. But experts suggest still that people stay inside, consider using your air conditioner, as those usually have filters in them. And on that note, make sure to swap out your filters as well. Reporting live tonight, Dylan Thomas, covering Colorado First.
Great reminder, Dylan. Thank you. And Dylan wants to hear from you about what's impacting communities in northern Colorado. You can reach out to him through cbscolorado.com. And we always encourage you, call our tip line.